stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done? Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
Ah, there you are, sir. Yeah, you left the bank a bit early, didn't you?
Yes, I had a lot of paperwork to get on with.
Yes, I see.
I've finished it now.
Yes, I just wanted to why you left the bank by the back door.
Is there any reason why I shouldn't leave the bank by the back door?
No, not at all, sir, but it just so happened as you were going out to the bank by the back door, I happened to see Mr. Green from the head office coming in through the front door.
Really?
Yes.
What did he want?
Well, he seems to have taken rather a dim view about all those ministry posters in the bank, you know.
Doesn't he know there's a war on?
He seems to think they rather clash with our posters.
Oh, really?
Yes. Well, underneath one of our posters which says, "Let us invest your money," you put one which says, "Trust no one. Careless talk costs lives."
That's an unfortunate coincidence.
Oh, I'm sure it was, sir. But you also put, "Don't be a squanderbug like me," underneath the portrait of the founder of the bank.
Oh, can't be bothered with all this rubbish, Wilson.
Some fool set a booby trap up there, sir.
I did, Corporal.
Good idea, sir. Good idea. Yes. Oh, thank you, Mr. Wilson.
What is it you wanted, Corporal?
Well, sir, I want to be the first to bring you the good news. Meat rations gone up, sir. Yes.
Oh!
From 1 and 10 to 2 and 2pence.
Oh, thank you very much, Corporal Jones. That's a great comfort.
But I'm afraid butter's gone down to 2 ounces, sir.
Oh.
Yes, but never mind, you can still have 8 ounces of fat ration, you know. You have 6 ounces of marge and 2 of butter,
yes.
Or you can have 4 ounces of marge, 2 of cooking fat, 2 of butter, or you can have 4 ounces of cooking fat and 4 of marge, 2 of butter, or you can have 3 ounces of cooking fat and 2 of butter, or else you can have 4 ounces of cooking fat, 4 ounces of marge, and or you can have 8 ounces of marge, if you like.
Thank you, Jones. Thank you very much. It's very nice, sir. Now, this came for you as the bank just shortly after you'd left.
Of course, if you feel like, you have 6 of cooking fat.
Yes. Oh, no, thank you, Jones. Now, listen to this, Wilson.
Yes.
In future, all Home Guard units will do 15 minutes PT before parade. That'll get rid of the excess fat.
Yes,
you can't have any excess fat.
All right. Now, we start tonight.
Tonight, sir? Well, who's going to take us?
Well, I am, of course. All the instructions are here. All right, Corporal, parade the men outside in the yard.
Yes, sir.
Nothing like fresh air when you're doing PT.
Oh, sir.
Hey, and Corporal.
Yes, sir.
Tell the men to strip off.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Strip off.
Oh, certainly, sir.
Not in here. No.
For heaven's sake, the men, Jones, the men. Tell the men, the men.
Tell the men, sir. Right.
Excuse, Captain Ogilvy, I think, of the Highland Regiment is due here at 19:30 hours to brief us about the Saturday night manoeuvres, sir.
1930.
19:30, sir, yes.
I see. Well, that'll be about...
7:30.
Yes, I know. Well, it's only 6:30 now. There's plenty of time.
Well, there's no need to be hasty, sir. I mean, you don't know anything about PT, do you?
When we took arms in the hour of our country's need, Sergeant, there were a lot of things that we didn't know anything about. I've never let you down yet, have I?
Well,
All right, then we all come parade outside.
Right, this is an order. Captain Mandarin wants you to strip off.
Strip off? For what?
Well, you're going to take us in PT.
He can't strip off. It's only his clothes that's keeping him from falling apart.
No, I'm not stripping off, not in this drafty yard anyway. People can see us from the road.
Now, listen, Joe, I don't want any insubordination.
All right. Watch it.
For 2, 3, cut!
Why aren't the men ready, Corporal?
Oh, sir, I'm ready, sir.
All right, stand a minute, East.
That's all right, sir. Platoon, stand at ease.
Now, pay attention, men. If we're going to beat the Hun, we've got to be fit in every way. Clean bodies and clean minds. Now, I've never asked you to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. So on the ground, strip off. We all strip off together. Right?
Listen to speak, sir.
Yes, Corporal?
It's a bit chilly out here. Couldn't we strip off inside, sir?
Certainly not. If you're cold, start running on the spot.
Yes, sir.
Right. Strip.
Hello, I can see you're naval, Taff.
Hey?
matter, Joe? That cost me a lot of money, that motor's dead.
What's this one? Football results. Scotland 4.
Scotland forever, you ignorant Sassenach.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Godfrey?
Do you require me to remove my binder, sir?
Godfrey.
Go on.
My binder, sir, my flannel binder. Do you wish me to take it off?
Yes, take it off.
I wonder, sir, would you be kind enough to hold this pin for a moment?
Don't keep it on, man. We'll be here all day. Who said that?
I think it's some of those naughty boys playing in the churchyard.
Well, tell them to clear off.
Yes, clear off. Go on. Clear off at once, you boys.
Why aren't you taking your clothes off as well?
No,
Big
I-
fun.
Yes, why aren't you... Now, go away. You wouldn't be laughing like that if the Nazis were here.
No, the Nazis would.
Yeah. If you don't go at once, I'll clear the churchyard.
All right, Baldy, keep your shirt on.
Speak to Mrs. Beckwith about that.
Yes.
Keep that ginger-haired one in after school.
Yes, quite, sir, quite, yes.
Now, man, on
Mr. Mannering, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but why have you all got your clothes off?
Mavis, please, can't you see we're busy?
What is it, Mrs. Pike? We're just about to do some PT.
Oh, I see. Evening, Mr. Jones.
Evening, Mrs. Pike.
Well, don't you let my Frank stand around like that for too long. I don't want him to start again with his chest.
Don't worry, Mrs. Pike. You'll soon warm up.
Why have you still got your tunic on, Arthur?
Well, you see...
Yes,
now-
why have you?
Well, sir, if you don't mind me saying, I don't think it would be very good for discipline.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's a bit embarrassing, sir, but I've got a rather nasty hole in my vest.
You didn't put that vest on again this morning. I told you to leave it out for me to mend.
Mavis, please, not so loud.
Well, take the tunic and vest off together. Then no one will notice. You've got nothing to be ashamed of with your body, Arthur. You know, Mr. Mannering, he's got a lovely physique when he strips off.
Mavis, please.
Take that vest
Well,
off.
it's a bit chilly out here, do you see? I mean...
Oh, do stop showing me up, Arthur. Put your hand over it.
All right, Mavis, all right.
What do you want, Mrs. Pike?
I nearly forgot. I think this is part of Frank's gun. He left it behind. Is it important?
Yes, Mrs. Pike, it is. Very important. What's this, Pike?
A rifle bolt, sir.
I know what it is, you stupid boy. It belongs to your rifle.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I must have left it out while I was cleaning the gun, sir.
You left it on the draining board, and I'm afraid I washed it up with the tea things. Anyhow, no harm's done. I must be off now. Don't let him stand around without his jacket on too long, Mr. Mannering.
I'll speak to you later, Pike. Now get hold of it and don't lose it. Now, perhaps you can start. All right, you can stop now, Corporal. Thanks. Feeling warmer?
Yes, sir. Dizzy, but warm.
See that he doesn't keel over, Walker.
Righto, sir.
There we go. Right, you got the manual?
Yeah, there you are, sir.
Right, here we are. Deep breathing. Stand with your legs apart, hands on hips and chest out. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Well, that seems fairly simple. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Right. Deep breathing. Come on, Godfrey. Godfrey.
Sir?
Both hands on the hips.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
In. Out. In. Out.
Oi, what's that funny smell?
Out.
It's fresh air.
Out. Right. Stand to attention. Corporal. We finished that. Now, jumping astride with feet and arms at the same time. Ah, yes, like this.
Shall I hold the manual for you, sir?
Ah, that's a very good idea,
That'd be
Sergeant.
easier for
Right.
you.
Right. Jumping astride. Commence. Keep it still, Sergeant. Don't keep jogging the book up and down like that. I can't read it.
Remember my face, sir. It's not the book that's jogging up and down. It's you.
Platoon, halt. Oh, I bet you feel better for that, don't you?
Oh, yes, much better, sir.
What's next?
Next, sir. Yes. Press-ups. Press-ups next, sir.
All right. On the floor, on the ground, down. Face down. Now, on the command one, I want you to raise yourselves on your arms and hold it. On the command two, lower yourselves to the ground. Right. One.
Can I help you, sir?
Two. One. Two.
One.
All right. All right, on the feet up.
I think it's, wait a minute, sir. I think it's circumrotary trunk movements are next, sir.
All right, let the men get their breath back.
All right.
Some of them are not used to this sort of thing, you know.
Right.
Jones, what are you doing down there? Get up, what is it? What's the matter?
Oh, sorry, sir. I must have dozed off, sir.
That's right, sir. It is circumrotary trunk movements are next.
I'll decide what's next.
All right.
All that flipping up and down.
Yes, all right, Corporal. Yes, quite so. Right. Now, I think we just finish off with a simple exercise, like touching the toes 4 times. Right? Arms rather head. Right. Go! All right, I'm stuck.
All right.
Jones, get a chair.
Shall I get a doctor?
No. Quickly.
Better get a new PT instructor.
Just sit down quietly in this chair, sir.
No!
Sir, I'll get some brown paper and a hot iron, sir.
No! I'll be all right as long as I stay in this position. I'll just walk up and down once or twice.
Which is Captain Mannering?
I'm Captain Mannering.
Captain Ogilvy, the Rebel to Highlanders.
How do you do?
Are you in some sort of trouble,
This
Captain?
is lumbago, sir. You see, he was giving us a PT exercise and he got stuck.
Oh, I see. Well, we'll soon fix that. 2-6. Help! Better? Good. Right, let's get down to business.
Call the men in, Sergeant.
All right, sir. All right, men. Fall in, will you, please? Fall in. 3 rows. Ranks.
Now then, men, and Captain Mannering, let's get down to business. The scheme is this. A sergeant and 9 of my men will attempt to capture your headquarters. They will start from my headquarters at Manor Farm, 3 miles away, infiltrate through the town, and as I say, attempt to capture your headquarters here. Now, as you outnumber us 3 to 1, I don't suppose you're worried, eh? But let me remind you, Captain Mannering, my men are professional soldiers, 100% fit, so you best look out for yourself. Now then, pay attention, this is important. Each side will carry with them 3 colours of paint, namely, red for dead, blue for wounded, white for prisoner. If a man is wounded and captured, he gets a dab of blue paint and a dab of white paint. If there's any dispute, you must call upon me. I shall carry with me a tin of pink paint and a tin of yellow paint. If I decide he is wounded, not dead, I give him 1 dash of pink paint. On the other hand, if I think he's dead, not wounded, he gets 2 dabs of pink paint. And then again, of course, if he's not dead, not wounded, not prisoner, he gets 1 dab of yellow paint that cancels out the whole thing. Understood? Right now, the scheme will commence at 2200 hours. Any questions?
10 o'clock.
That's what I said, 2200 hours. Until then, I'll be at my headquarters at Manor Farm if you need me. Meantime, Captain, I suggest that you carry on with your PT. Because, judging by the looks of your men, they're very much in need of it.
Oh, they're all pretty fit, you know, sir.
Really? You lad, what age are you?
17, sir.
I see. So in a couple of years from now, you'll be joining the army, eh?
Oh, no, sir. I want to join the Navy.
You know, you're very puny looking for a lad of your age, round-shouldered.
I'm fighting fit, sir.
How you know? Very well. We'll see just how fit you are. Tense your stomach muscles, laddie. I'm going to give you a wee tap in the solar plexus to test it. Right? Ah!
Is that all right, sir?
Excellent. Very good, Captain. You can carry on.
Good heavens, Pike, you stood up to that very well. Anybody would think that your stomach muscles are made of steel.
Oh, not me stomach muscles, no, sir. But me rifle bolt is.
All right, get dressed, men. Then gather round. Well, obviously, we're up against a very formidable opponent. Any suggestions as to how we tackle this problem?
There's just one thing worrying me, sir.
What's that, traitor?
I'm going to feel a bit of a traitor, sir.
Traitor in what way?
Well, you see, sir, I'm a Highlander too, and after all, I feel I'm fighting my own kith and kin, as it were, you understand, sir.
Oh, don't be absurd. They're only acting the part of the enemy. After all, we're all British. When the Hun comes, it won't make any difference if you're wearing a kilt or trousers. He'll still try to kill you.
On the other hand, if it's a dark night and you're wearing a kilt, you might get other ideas.
Permission to speak, sir.
Yes, go on.
Well, as I understand it, sir, they're coming to try and capture our headquarters, right?
Yes, right.
Well, sir, why don't we move our headquarters? So when they come here, we won't be here, and they won't know where it is, and they won't know where our whereabouts are, sir.
I don't think that's quite the idea, Jones.
I know, sir. Why don't we send somebody into the enemy camp, so to speak, to find out what their plans really are?
That's a good idea, sir. We could always dress Fraser up as a Scotchman. I am a Scotsman.
Mr. Farm, sir, could we disguise someone as a land girl?
Are you volunteering?
It's perfectly simple, sir. I mean, all we got to do is disguise ourselves as something that won't look out of place on a farm.
Such as what?
You leave it to me, sir.
Hi-diddly-dee, an act of life for me.
Plateau, dead, shot! All present and correct, sir, excepting Fraser and Walker, sir.
Where are they?
Well, they've revolved in a bit of a scheme, you see, sir. They're coming there now. Left, right, up!
It won't work, Walker.
What do you say, sir?
I said it won't work. Oh, take that stupid head off.
Yes, sir.
I knew we should use your intelligence a bit, Walker. You don't really think anybody would pass you for a real cow, do you?
No, you don't understand, sir. My plan is to get mixed up with a flock of other cows.
Well, it still wouldn't work. All right, men. Fall in inside the hall. Take that stuff back to the choir room where you've got it.
Yes, sir.
Vicar will be absolutely furious. He just lives for that scalp pantomime. Jack and the Beanstalk this year, isn't it?
I believe it is, sir, yes. I must say his reverence makes an absolutely marvellous day.
A bit too lifelike for my money.
What did you say?
Same as usual. Says it won't work.
Well, how can we find out if we don't try?
That's the spirit, Taffy. Now, listen, I'll tell you what. You and me, we'll meet up tomorrow night, about 5:30, all right?
Cheerio for now.
Right.
Keep in touch. In England, find the truth that everything's okay. The voice have brought a word back home to England. For over there they always used to say. And say it's tickety-boo. But tickety-boo means everything will be fine. They'll always wear a smile if they say. We're going to show the world who's who. And this is how it and say it's tickety-boo. And tickety-boo.
Of our position. Headquarters here. Now, as you can see, the enemy can come at us from all sides.
That's quite so. It's going to be a bit of a job, sir, to hold all these points. We've only 17 men.
All right, sir. It didn't work.
What happened?
Well, we got near the farm, all right, sir, and then everything was going lovely. Then we had to cross this field.
You mean somebody spotted you?
Well, there was a bull in the field, sir. Terrible. A terrible experience, sir. I don't know, it wasn't as bad as all that. You were in the front.
All right, Walker. I'll leave you to explain to the vicar how you ruined his cowskin. Where was after?
Well, we've got to the conclusion that we haven't got enough men to go round, sir.
Ah, yes. Now, we've got to find some way to get into that farm. Now, let's keep very cool and think. What examples can we draw from the great military campaigns of the past? For instance, what position would Napoleon have taken?
Well, he used to stand something like this.
Thank you, Corporal.
How about the Trojan horse, sir?
Trojan horse?
Yes, Trojan horse.
Horse! I'm not going to the back end of that one.
What I had in mind was this, sir. If we could get some sort of vehicle that wouldn't look entirely out of place in a church yard.
Rabbit, run, run, run.
Oh, well done, Wilson. How did you get it here so quickly?
Well, it came from Mr. Gregg's farm, sir.
Oh, yes, I know him. He banks with us.
Yes, that's right, sir, yes.
Well?
Well, you remember he asked you for an overdraft and you refused, sir?
Yes.
Well, I told him that you'd changed your mind.
You've no business to exceed your authority like that, Wilson.
Who are we trying to help, for heaven's
All right,
sake?
all right. Now we've got it here. We might as well use it.
All right.
Now, we need somebody to hide in the hay.
Permission to speak, sir?
Yes, Gordon?
I'd like to hide in that hay.
I think perhaps we ought to have a younger man. Mike, you'll do. And Wilson, as you drove it here, you better drive it back into the farmyard.
That's all right.
Yeah, there's only one thing.
Sir.
They'll recognize you at once.
Oh, no, they won't. Obviously, that, sir. Excuse me just one moment, will you?
All right, Mike. In you go.
Yeah, but, sir...
Don't argue, boy. Get in.
But, I mean,
Come on, help him.
Well, I can't.
Get him well covered up.
I can't do that.
That's it.
No.
Pile it over him. That's it.
Bless you!
Now, what's the matter?
Well, I was trying to tell you, sir, but I've got this terrible hay fever.
Permission to speak, sir?
Yes, Gordon.
Let me go in, sir.
Oh, all right, seeing as you're so keen. Go on. Here, just a minute. How are you going to breathe?
What about if you wet the tubing, sir?
Yes, that's a good idea. Give me the syrup pump. Right, come on, help me in. There we go. That's it.
Here we are, sir.
Righto. You got me. Fine. Now, here you are, Jones. Put the other end of that tube in your mouth. That should do the trick. There we are. Yeah, good. Where did you get all that stuff?
Well, from the same places they got the carskin from, sir.
I don't know what the vicar's going to say, I'm sure. Now, look, if you're challenged, don't say anything.
Yes, all right, sir, all right. I
Just
know.
shake your head and say, ah!
All right, sir, all right. I know all about it, sir.
Well, go on, try it.
Well,
Oh, I suppose that'll have to do.
all right.
Jones! Jones, can you hear me? I want you to listen to everything that's said and remember it. You hear that? Jones! Jones, can you hear? He's got no air. He's suffocating. Get him out. Clear, quickly. Yes, what is it? Jones! Where have you been?
I fell through the bottom of the cart, sir.
Rabbit, run, 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 rabbit, run, rabbit.
Right through the plan at the back of the cart here. Now then, men, pay attention. This is the plan. The scheme is to commence at 2200 hours, but we shall move out at 2100 hours. Now, we'll skirt the town and move through the woods here. Now, we cannot immerse in the woods on this side, as we might be spotted crossing the roadway here. However, at the bottom of the woods, there are steep cliffs leading to the beach. We shall descend the cliffs by means of ropes, which we will bring with us. On reaching the bottom, we'll move quickly along the beach and rendezvous under the pier. Then at 2200 hours, we'll move smartly up the street and capture the enemy HQ. Understood? Now, as I said before, the scheme is to commence at 2200 hours. And 5 minutes later, we shall have taken over the enemy HQ. I don't have to remind you of the three major points of this operation. Namely, the beach, here, the pier, here, and last but not least, the final objective, here.
The night we met.
Well, I just hope this idea of yours is going to work, that's all, sir.
Well, it worked in the Tarzan film I saw. Dirty rotters. Turning up an hour earlier.
Oh, well, all's fair in love and war, I suppose.
Here we are, sir. Here we are, sir. Right. We've all got the paint, sir.
Ah, good, Corporal. Now, look, let's just run through the plan again. Now, there are 8 paths running through these woods, and they're all covered by man-traps. Now, what happens is this. The enemy runs along the path, gets his foot in the noose, the counterweight takes his weight, somebody pulls the rope, and up he goes feet first.
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen this thing work?
Of course I've seen it work.
In a Tarzan film.
In a top.
Hey, what about a pint then, sir?
Ah, yes. Red for wounded.
No, sir. Red for dead, isn't it? Red for dead and blue for wounded.
No, Miss Man, you got it wrong. Huh? It's white for wounded and dead for yellow.
Sir, why don't we give them a bit of each, just to make sure?
That's a good idea, Pike. Initiative. That's what we like to see.
I saw that in the Laurel and Hardy film.
That's right. We all saw it together, didn't we? Do you remember?
Yes, I know.
Now, there's an hour to go before they're due, so we'd better take up our positions. Walker.
Sir.
Jones over here.
Right, Jones. Right. This way, Jones. Your position.
Now, you're responsible for guarding this power. You understand? The rest of you, follow me.
Right, sir.
Hello. Joe!
What?
Can you hear anything?
No.
Neither can I.
What are you on about, you silly old duffer?
Well, I thought you might be able to hear something I can't.
Well, I can't.
I heard that. Here, come on, stand by. It's gone a bit quiet.
Hey, help!
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6.
7. We're next, stand by.
Here, listen, maybe they took the wrong turning.
Shh, I'm trying to listen.
Good night's work, man.
Oh, don't.
Oh, sir, you didn't half start us up, sir.
What happened?
Nothing yet, sir.
We've done it, sir. And we've got all the men taken prisoner.
Be quiet, Fred. We're waiting for the rest to come.
Well, perhaps he didn't know where the trap is, sir.
Of course he doesn't know where the trap is. If he knew where it was, he wouldn't come into it, would he? Right, down.
Permission to speak, sir?
Yes, go on.
I've got an idea, sir. Bird and I go in the woods and decoy myself, and they will follow me, and then...
And then what?
Then they fall into the trap, sir.
That's a very good idea, Corporal.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, I want to tell you something. When those two bodies come crashing through the bushes, don't forget to let the first one go by, for that will be me.
All right, off you go, Corporal.
Thank you, sir.
And good luck.
Thanks.
No doubt about it, Wilson. That man's got guts.
Plain foolhardy, I'd have thought, sir.
All right, stand by with the paintbrushes, then.
That's all right.
Oh, hey, hey!
Quiet. Stand by. They're coming. Don't forget. Let Jones go by. Right, then. Pull! Get him down quickly. It's Jones. Get him down.
Jones! It's Jones!
Oh, sorry.
You made the bloomer.
You all right, Jones?
Yes, you made
I don't understand the thing at all, sir. Who was the first man?
That was me. Yes, Captain, I must congratulate you. You very nearly outsmarted us.
But you were supposed to be the...
Stand back! This is war, and I'm afraid it's red paint on the boots for all. You there! Give me that paint. Sir. As you were! On second thoughts, I'll get it myself.
Good Lord!
Yes, Wilson. Now we really know what they wear underneath.